A little while ago, if you remember, I did a video reviewing Poundland Makeup, and not gonna lie, it was actually okay. So I've been wanting to do this video for ages, basically since like the day I posted the Poundland video in the first place. I wanted to do half my face, Poundland, and the other half my regular makeup, so MUA, Collection, all of that good brands. So I'm going to do that today, and yeah, I'm going to block my brows, prime my face, and then kind of put a bit of tape in the middle, just so it stays nice and separated. Right, so got a wig cap on, got brows glued, not blocked, because that's when the first, like, different product is. I was gonna pop some tape down the middle of my face. I can't because I've got primer on and it ain't sticking. I haven't, except from me like a second ago, I haven't looked in here since I did the video. Um, so I don't actually know what I have. I've got setting powder and foundation, but I don't think I have colour corrector. So I'm going to use a lipstick. So this side is going to be Poundland. I'm going to do Poundland first because I haven't got any new brushes or other brushes in that sense. So if I do Poundland first, it may help the makeup balance. Okay, I've managed to open it and not spill it. So I haven't got much left because I think I did spill it when I was... It's fine. Just gonna dust that off. Because I think I did spill it when I was doing the video. So that isn't ideal, but here we are. I actually remember it being a bit better. But this has been sitting at the end of my bed near the radiator. So maybe that could have like done it. Or had something. I don't know. I don't know enough about makeup. But we are moving on. Now I'm going to go in with the red lipstick and kind of just go all over my brow. This is a really good substitute for colour corrector because it works, it's pigmented. If you can get an orange one, good. If you can't, use red. If you can't even get either a blush or colour corrector, lipstick works, a liquid lipstick. And as you can see, that has disappeared. Right, so I'm gonna give that a sec. I lied. Yeah, now we are going to pop on foundation. I remember this being really good coverage. What is... Oh, I didn't wipe the primer. I'm not living for this packaging. As an artist, it's giving paint. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not living for the packaging. But the product is cute. It's not my exact shade, but this is drag. But yeah. This is orange. This is literally orange. Oh my god. I want like a line. Oh my god. This is orange. Like, oh my god. I got the wrong shade. Or I'm just trying to look a bit tan. Because I live in the UK. And God knows it's hard to get a tan. I am actually doing the whole half of my face. Oh my god, why is this so orange? Why is it orange? I'm concerned. It's literally orange. Why is it so orange? I'm so confused. It's orange. Okay, so now that I've painted myself orange, we're gonna hopefully make it look a bit better. Okay, I think I used this as contour, then this as highlighter. Me being smart, you know? Yeah, that would make sense because shade 5, bit dark. But anyway, let's contour and hopefully not look as orange as we do. So I am... Oh my god, yeah, this is contour, definitely. I'm going to kind of buff the edge of my forehead. Why do I look so tan? Then this is quite wet. Oh well. Gonna go on my jaw. And yeah. Now we're gonna blend and pray that this looks better. Oh my god. I'm scared. I'm scared. That's disappeared. Oh, it has. It kind of has. Oh my god. Why did I do this? I'm hoping that something comes and, like, makes it look good. Why is it so orange? I swear it wasn't this orange when I did the video. Yay, blending. What I'm gonna do, because this is quite wet, and I don't want to be here forever, I'm just gonna dab the setting powder over. Oh my god, I can feel how wet it is on the brush. My god. Yay, the things I do as a drag queen. And now I'm gonna take the concealer that I'm gonna use as a highlighter and kind of pop that. We're waiting. Where is she? But yay! Oh, okay. I'm gonna pop that kind of everywhere I would normally highlight. Oh my god. This is really hard to squeeze. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to contour my nose. I'm not saying anything. I'm not. At this point, I give up. But not gonna lie, I need YouTube views. Oh my god. That, I don't know if you saw how much, like, came out. But a lot. I don't need any more. I'm not even gonna. Okay. So now I've applied some mayonnaise on my face. We're going to blend. This could either end up looking good or bad. Like, I'm just doing what I would normally. And yeah. I can already tell this isn't gonna be my best work. Hang on, this isn't gonna be my best work. I don't know about this, but yeah, you know? I need, like, a different, sponge to, like, blend how moist this is. Right, and now, I think, that is good. It isn't, it really isn't. But we're gonna set it. And when I'm back, we are going to... Maybe I should put blush on. It's too late. Right. I am gonna put some blush on, and then just hope that it blends. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm over it at this point. However, that has made it look a little bit better. Or am I delusional? So, I'm going to let this set and cry, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've realised I got some powders. It's gonna be okay. Is it? We don't know. Anyway, I'm going to now move on to the eye and the eyebrow. So, I'm going to take this little palette and a random brush I found. And, oh my god, is this a powder or cream? I don't know. Anyway. Okay. That isn't a bad shape. So, if you don't know, drawing brows really isn't a strong point. There are going to be some skips because God knows I'm going to be quiet and focusing. That's too curved. I don't like it. Should I keep it? Maybe if I make the lower bit a bit more lower, that may help. I don't hate it, but I'm not living, if that makes sense. But I kind of want to try a new brow shape, so I guess we're gonna leave it. Oh my god, I can't cry. But I want to, but I can't. Do you know what I mean? My eyes are literally watering because I want to cry and oh my god, I can't deal with it. It's fine. Okay, I am actually going to compare this to the stencil I normally use. And yeah, we're going to see. Maybe I should have used this to do the bottom. I mean, that's kind of alike. Kinda. You know? Not perfect, but they're still kind of alike. Anyway, I want to kind of neaten it up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this concealer and just pop that on the bottom of the eye. Now, got a little dot, I don't know if you can see that. We are going to pop this. Oh my god, that literally disappeared as soon as it hit. Okay. I can't deal with this. Oh my god. There's barely any too. Right. Okay. That has neatened it up. Okay. I'm going to leave that, because it does look a bit better. And if I do any more, I'm gonna start crying and ruin all of the beautiful work I've already done. I look mental. Like, I'm looking at the camera and I look mental. My god. Okay, anyway. That's blush. Okay. All about the shadow. Diva. Okay. I'm gonna do my kind of natural eye processors. So, yeah, I need to find my brushes. They're here. So, I am actually going to powder contour my nose just to get it out of the way and done. So, got the powder on the brush. Oh my god, this is dark. That is dark. Oh my god. Gonna brush off the excess to do the bottom bit. And just drag that all the way down. Then we're gonna leave the contour for now and start with the actual eye makeup. So there isn't a black, so I can't map out the wing. So we're just gonna have to skip that. So I only got a purple palette. So, guess we're doing a purple eye. I can't moan. I chose to do this. So, it's really hard to see. Oh my god. Is that even pigmented? Ah, I can't tell. I'm literally gonna cry. Is she even pigmented? We can't see her. Okay, she's kind of there. I'm now gonna take the pink because it's the only lightish colour I have and just pop that in the middle. And now I'm gonna reintroduce some of the purple back into this outer corner. Oh my god, the shimmer is like awkward. Anyway, I think that's decent. I'm gonna blend some of this light shade in to kind of help make it smokier near the top. It's not my best work, but it does the job. And I only had 4 shades, and I couldn't even map out the eye, so it's fine. Now I'm just going to take my eyeliner. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, not the concealer again. I hate this concealer. It's not giving what I need it to. It's not bright enough, that's the thing. So like, it doesn't pop. Like, when you need a concealer to pop, it doesn't. That is the worst thing. I had to press so hard to get a little bit out. It does the job, and yeah, it does what it needs to. I'm happy to never see this makeup again at this point. Right, now we are going to actually map out and finish the eye with an eyeliner. Yes, I did do it freehand, and yes, I did get it in my eye. Oh my god. That is kind of giving... Like, I actually do use this eyeliner, like, for my normal drag. So that is going in the kit. And I can't tell if it's going to pick up on camera, but from this angle, it doesn't look bad. And yeah, the eye is now done for now. So I'm going to come back and do powders. Right, so we're now coming to the end, thankfully, of using Poundland. And it's now the powders, so I've got the bronzer back. And I like to firstly dab in the corner, because that is obviously where you're going to get the most product, then kind of spread it up and out. So as you can see, it's really harsh along this line, then it kind of has built and spread, I guess. Then the same for the jaw. Then, thankfully, the forehead last. You may need a bit more, because you want, like, this line to be really contoured. But yeah, that's now done for the contour. Now, I think it's powdered foundation. Hopefully I can be less orange. I don't think it is actually going to work. But I've got this on a looser brush. And I'm going to pop this kind of as a highlighter. And then kind of brush this all down. It hasn't helped, be real. It hasn't. And yeah, so there we go. And lastly, because the blush kind of disappeared, I am going to take another brush. Oh my god, something went in my eye, and I don't know what. I'm going to take, that isn't the blush. Oh my god, I'm going to take this blush, there's two, and we are going to kind of go over both. And as you may be able to tell, one's slightly different. I want the darker one to be like down closer to the contour. And then just dab and dab and dab. And yeah, I think we're now done for powders and the base. So I'm now gonna do the lips. And then Poundland's done. Right, thankfully for the last bit of Poundland, gonna do my lips. So got a very small lip liner, and I like to go higher, about there, and just take it down, creating a nice angle, and kind of overline the bottom lip. Oh, there we go. I think I have actually got something in my eye. And yeah, lastly, I don't know if this lip liner is actually gonna work because they're quite similar. But now we are going to kind of pop this here and just fill in the rest. And then kind of make this lip more blended. I look like a clown. Anyway, we're now done for Poundland. So I'm basically going to fully block my brow and maybe put some, like, get to the contour and highlighter on this bit, because I can do that a bit quicker if I'm not doing it on camera. No offense, but I want to wrap this up so I don't have to look at this. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm actually gonna cry. It's fine. It's fine. I'm halfway done. Right, so I'll be back. Right, maybe a bit hard to tell. I've got foundation on. I normally use one that's a lot less tan and kind of closer to my skin tone. Mainly because I just do. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, we are now contouring. And something I've already found, don't use Poundland makeup. Like, it's good if you're very, very firstly beginning with drag and you want something that's cheap. But if you've been doing drag for maybe a year or two, definitely invest, because it's going to become more of a long-term thing. Where at the start you may not want to even continue doing drag. So if you spend a lot of money on like expensive makeup, it's like you're gonna lose that if you don't use it, if that makes sense. So that is something I've already found. And as we can see, that base is looking a lot better already. And I haven't even fully done it. So I'm now actually using better concealers to kind of make the shapes in my, like, drag, I guess. So, highlighter. And then just going to cut that contour. And then these are the creams, so it's not like that deep. Because I am going to go over it with powder once I get to that stage. Mainly because it does just help hide any fallout or bits that you don't really want there. Sadly I haven't got enough to cover this. But it's fine, we're gonna live with it. And I can kind of already tell that I've been a lot quicker with this side, where the Poundland side I was having a little minty bee over. There are going to be a lot of cuts in this, I can already tell. And literally, how long have I been filming this half? And we're already at the eyebrow point. Like, I know I'm gonna, like, let this set and stuff, but we're literally almost at the eyebrow. I'm now gonna give this a moment to set. And as I do, we can start copying the eye. Oh my god. I hate when, like, setting powder or any powder gets in your eye. It's the worst feeling ever. Right, so the not Poundland side already looking a lot better, and I haven't even done anything else. So now on to my eyebrows. I'm using a brow pomade because I like it better. It just works a lot better. It stays, especially if you're like out in drag. I know this one was kind of cheap, but it still works, if that makes sense. However, I kind of don't have any room to make like massive mistakes. So we are just very lightly filling this in and kind of making the shape of the brow that I did before. And then as I go over this, it's going to become stronger and more like bold, as you can see. So it needs to be a bit fuller. Okay, so I'm now done with the brow, and I think this one's definitely a lot better than the other one. I said it. Mainly because I think I used a thinner brush. Something that is overlooked are your, like, brushes and stuff. So if you're doing more detailed work like your brow, definitely use one that's a bit thinner. Oh my god, I went too far. It's fine, we're gonna dab on them. Okay. That's kind of worked. Now, we're back to my good old trusty palette. That's broken, so I'm happy. And just like the other one, I'm gonna start by doing my nose contour. To be honest, I could actually just do that and complete it. Actually, I'm gonna use... I want to try... I did my nose contour once, and it looked really good, but I can't remember how I did it. So, yeah. Love when that happens, don't you? You do something that looks really good, but you can't remember how. I think I did it like this. Wait, I've got to, like, go lower than the camera. Okay. That doesn't look bad. You know, I don't hate it. Surprisingly. Then I'm just gonna kind of pat this up here so I can start to introduce the shape. And then I just need to pop a bit of concealer on the end. Oh my god. Can you close? Oh my, thanks. Right. Just need to pop a bit of concealer on the end. And make it pop. Now my nose is looking snatched. So I am now going to do my normal eye process. So map out the crease, or eyeliner actually. I'm not at the crease yet. And then start with the dark shade and then just work my way up. Purple and pink is what I'm doing. I did forget. So I'm now building that like deep purple. The purple looks way better on this eye. Okay, and now time for the pink. I'm going to use this one because I think it's similar. Yeah, I think that's just like similar. And will allow me to blend. And I'm going to use this like very light beige to kind of blend up. There we go. I think the eye is now mostly done. Okay, so now that the eye is actually almost done, I can finally use my white concealer to do a white cut crease. My god, I've missed doing it. So, I like to pop the concealer in the corner, then just use a very small beauty blender to kind of pop and hide like all of the lines basically. Then do like a bit of a bigger cut crease. And I think that worked fairly well. So, now lastly, for the eye, is the eyeliner. Like I said, I do use the Poundland one when I haven't got like a lot to do, which is now. So, gonna start here and just pop that corner. And then do the same. There we go. And I'm now gonna look up. And then very like quickly go and like swoop under the eye to get the lid. Oh my god. There we go, and just like that, the eye is now done. Right, so it's now time for powders, and just like the Poundland one, I'm going to start with bronzer, and kind of dab in the corner. That is a bit dark, so I'm just going to kind of dust off the excess, and then kind of go and like smooth it out, to kind of get a nice sharp look, I guess. And then obviously we're going to blend into that. So yeah, we are now doing the jaw. And then lastly, the forehead. I really like having like a dark line like up here, because that just helps create the illusion of having a tiny forehead. Right, so now that is done, it's time for powder. So again, I'm going to start with powdered foundation. I can't actually remember if I did this before blush in the Poundland bit, but I'm doing it before blush here. And that is just going to help bring me like back to life and get the colour in my face. There we go. Now just going to dab some up here. And then it's done. It doesn't look too bad. And then lastly, I am going to use some blush. Just up here and kind of blend that up. And yeah. There we go. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So lastly, the lips. Right, so lastly, it's time for a lip. So I'm gonna take, it's kind of destroyed. Oh well. I'm going to take a dark lip liner and kind of just meet this line and go down. That is a much smoother thing than the Poundland. Then I'm just going to slightly overline this lip. Just slightly. There we go. And now, I think I kind of have to do a red lip. I know that I didn't use the red lip liner, but I only had a red lip liner from Poundland, where I don't in my actual, makeup. I've got a bigger collection. And, yeah. So, now, I'll, slightly blend this. Not heavily. Okay. So, I'm going to put on a lash, and then I'll be back. I'm not going to do a line down the middle, because I can't be bothered. And it isn't straight, so that'll be a pain. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not putting a lash on, because I kind of can't be bothered. That's quite a bit of effort. But what are my final thoughts? So, I think this can describe them. Wait. There we go. Much better. I think that some of the things were to do with product, like the foundation being a lot more orange. The lips, I don't know what happened. But, yeah. The contour is decent when you look at the, cut here. But I prefer mine because it's a lot more natural to me and my skin tone. But, yeah. I'm done. Put what bit you prefer in the comments, whether it's the Poundland or my actual, whole makeup collection. And yeah, I may be giving that makeup. I'm not. I'm not gonna give it. Why do I look bald? Am I RuPaul? Oh, let me just clock that back. I'm not gonna give out used makeup. But yeah. Anyway, see you in the next one. Put your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe, and bye bye.